Friday, so it is time to take a look at some movies out there. Aquaman is hoping to make a big splash in his first big solo movie this holiday.
And more than half a century after she first hit the big screen, Disney's beloved English Nanny is back in theaters.
Yes, let's talk about Mary Poppins first, if we could. This is the Mary Poppins Returns. So it's the sequel, I guess, to the beloved classic from 1964. Emily Blunt plays Mary Poppins in this version. What happens at the very beginning, the Banks, there you see the Banks children are all grown up. Michael and Jane. Michael's wife had passed away earlier. He has 3 kids he's trying to take care of. All the while, he's about to lose his house. So as you can see, his family is in crisis. And then who shows up to take care of the family but the beloved Mary Poppins, who comes in out of the sky and brings with her imagination and magic that you're never quite sure, at least to the family, is it real or is it not real? Emily Blunt, I think, is perfect as Mary Poppins. She's not trying to do a Julie Andrews impression. She's doing her own thing in terms of her accent and her bearing. Of course, it's also a musical with a lot of delightful numbers that are enjoyable. Look, I've not seen the original Mary Poppins since I was 6 years old, so I don't have a frame of reference in terms of is it better or worse than the sequel, but this as a movie I thought was just fantastic. It was a lovely family film, does a great job in terms of keeping it joyful. It's a little over 2 hours long, but it doesn't feel that way because it keeps moving with a lot of very touching songs.
So that's a long movie.
Yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10.
I take my kids to it keeps it moving along.
Exactly. You think kids will love it.
Okay.
Now the next one to talk about, the next big movie is Aquaman. This is part of the DC universe. Jason Momoa is Aquaman. There at the beginning of the movie you see Nicole Kidman and an actor whose name I forget, unfortunately. She is an Atlantean from the sea. He is a man from the earth, from the surface. They fall in love, have a baby who is Jason Momoa, who is actually now becomes royalty in the sea underworld. The basic plot line is, of course, as always, villain or villains, and in this case there's 2 villains. There's Manta, and then there's a prince of the sea who is trying to take over the entire planet, and of course who has to stop them but Aquaman. There, Jason Momoa just happens to have his shirt off in this movie numerous times. I don't know why they did that. But look, this movie, it's the first standalone Aquaman movie, and it seems like the filmmakers felt they had to cram every bit of the backstory into it, which, this movie is about 2.5 hours long, which made it drag at times. And there were times they were talking about people and places that you had no idea who they were. The action, of course, is very impressive. The special effects are impeccable. This was an okay superhero movie. I did enjoy it. It's probably the better of the DC Universe series. So I give this a 7 out of 10.
I knew it.
It was okay. I think you'll like it if you enjoy it. Jason Momoa does have charisma. I think he's going to have a long career, kind of along the lines of The Rock. But this is an okay addition to
it's just the action, the visualness of it. That's what really saved it.
Exactly. So 7 out of 10, not bad. But you got,
movie,
it's 2.5 hours, and at times you felt it. I mean, because they jump from place to place. They would show places.
Do you get lost in it?
You get lost because they would show places like here. This is the trench depth, or some mythic place like I've never heard of, but they show it like I'm supposed to know what it is. So you do get kind of lost at times trying to figure out who's who and what's what. But again, that's why it's average.
Yeah.
7 out of 10, like what you get in school. It's average. It's okay.
All right.
Exactly. But Mary Poppins is delightful.
Perfect. All right. Well, thanks so much. We'll be right back.